For decades, Saddam Hussein has remained one of the most controversial figures in modern history. Some remember him as a strong nationalist leader. Others see him as an authoritarian ruler responsible for wars and severe crackdowns. But who was Saddam Hussein, truly? Today, we explore his rise, his rule, and the events that shaped his legacy, with a neutral and factual lens. Welcome to Global Lens, the channel where we break down world history, geopolitics, and global events with clarity, accuracy, and no bias. In this episode, we dive into the life of Saddam Hussein, a figure who influenced Iraq, the Middle East, and global politics in ways still felt today. Saddam Hussein was born in 1937 in the village of Al-Ajah near Tikrit, Iraq. His early life was marked by poverty and hardship, shaping the strong and determined personality he carried throughout his political journey. In the 1950s, he joined the Ba'ath Party, a movement focused on Arab nationalism, unity, and resisting foreign influence. After years of political maneuvering and internal power struggles, Saddam rose steadily within the party. By 1979, he had become the president of Iraq. Saddam's rule brought both development and tight control. On one hand, Iraq saw major investments in infrastructure, healthcare, and education. Literacy rates rose, and the country experienced modernization funded by its oil wealth. During the early 1980s, Iraq became one of the more stable and economically strong nations in the region. On the other hand, Saddam maintained strict political control. Opposition groups were suppressed, and security agencies gained immense power. His leadership combined nation-building with authoritative governance, a duality that continues to shape global opinions about him. One of the most defining events of Saddam's presidency was the Iran-Iraq War, which lasted from 1980 to 1988. The conflict caused massive casualties on both sides and deeply affected the region. Although the war ended without a decisive victory, it left Iraq economically strained and heavily indebted, especially to Gulf states like Kuwait. In 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait, citing economic disputes and resource issues. This triggered the Gulf War, where an international coalition led by the United States intervened and forced Iraqi forces to withdraw. The war led to severe damage to Iraq's military and the introduction of strict international sanctions. Throughout the 1990s, these sanctions had a huge impact on the daily lives of Iraqi citizens. In 2003, the United States and its allies invaded Iraq again, this time claiming concerns about weapons of mass destruction, claims that were never proven. Saddam Hussein's government collapsed quickly. He was captured later that year, put on trial by an Iraqi court, and executed in 2006. His death marked the end of an era, but the consequences of his rule and the events that followed continue to influence Iraq and the broader Middle East. So, who was Saddam Hussein? A nationalist who modernized Iraq? A ruler who exercised strict control? Or a complex figure shaped by the politics of his time? History rarely fits into simple categories. Saddam Hussein's legacy remains debated and analyzed around the world. Thank you for watching Global Lens. For more neutral and fact-based explanations of history and world politics, stay connected and explore our other episodes.